shot, Mage 2.
Enemy's airstrikes are flawless. We're done for!
Locked. It's chow time.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usea, has been seized by the Erusian Army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usea, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usea was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usea, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone.
As of 1 p.m. today,
The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
I am Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. The Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yuzian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Hello Warfighters, war is hell. It's time for some more Ace Combat 7 mission number 2. I'm kind of regretting in the last episode I didn't go as an F4E, man. Well, I'm going with the F16 again in this mission. This is one I definitely feel is good for a multi-role fighter. That's kind of what I got from the briefing. We're going to be taking out some targets on the ground and some targets in the air too, hence the need for multi-role. Okay. So I am throwing on the afterburner here. Here's the first radar vehicle, and really the way that this is set up right here after I take him out is things are very linear as we kind of move towards the airfield. What I'm going to do though, since there are a lot of targets on the ground that are not necessarily required targets for me to destroy, I'm going to make sure that there is just one required target left that can take care of literally everything else. I think we got a helicopter behind me, so I'm going to come around and try and take him out. Oh yeah, there he is. Whew. I thought it was going to be too close for that to work, but I think I fired it off at just the right time where the missile didn't have to really navigate too far in a different direction than what it was already fired. Okay, here's that radar vehicle. Oh, nice. APC's open. I got to be very conscious of the altitude I have, too, especially as I'm trying to go take these guys out. Higher altitude I have, easier it is for me to just fire down on them. So when you see these targets with the dotted outline, it means I am not in line of sight of it. So you want to see those solid hexagons there. Okay, we're gonna come around. We've got one radar vehicle basically right below me. Should be a piece of cake. There we go. Okay, time to keep moving. We've got an APC up ahead. More radar stations. And off in the distance, that is the airfield. Don't see any air around me besides those that are friendly. So I'm just trying to plow through these guys as quick as I can. Probably could do a few strafing runs with the gun. Oh, trying to move perpendicular to the missiles, and that worked. Able to defeat them. Who fired at me? Oh, I think it was these helicopters. Take him down. Haha. 2 out of the 4. Come on, reload, reload. I didn't get a missile off in time on that AA gun, so I'm going to come back around really quick, fire on him. Oh, power lines right there. And that would have been terrible if I would have ran into those. Actually, you know what? I probably shouldn't say that because I don't know if it is something that is actually mapped for collisions in this game. All right, 1 destroyed. I'm being fired by 2 more. Quickly changed direction, but I probably should have turned to the left, or turned to the right rather than the left. Either way, though, I defeated those missiles. Let's take out this radar vehicle since it's directly in front of me. We'll come around, and the aircraft that's closest to me, it's another chopper. Nice evasion of that one. I really thought, even with the chopper going perpendicular to where I was, that that would be an easy kill. Okay, I might have to put some space between me and these helicopters back here. I think that is the last radar station, so I'm not going to obviously shoot at it like I said earlier. Oh, this guy I could take pretty easy. At least I like to think I can. There we go. Yeah, since these guys move really, really slow, it's hard to kind of maneuver around them. But that is a MiG. Wait for him to go straight up. Oh, this is a good chance. I can't stay in the clouds for too long because it seems like that it's not just ice. I mean, just rain, but it's also ice too. Okay, another MiG-21. We've got a lot more air in this area. I mean, that makes sense too since we're a lot closer to the airfield. Oh, but look at this. Coming down from the clouds. This is perfect. 1 AA gun down. Got gas tanks over there. There's the other AA gun firing right at me. He's destroyed. So is the watchtower. Destroy this truck. We'll take a left. Come back around again. Targeting the MiG-21, but let's destroy these gas tanks. Okay, every time I hear that missile warning go off, I take a look at the bottom left at the radar, see what direction it's coming from, and again, try to move perpendicular to the way that it's coming in. A lot of times I can defeat it that way. I mean, I do have the flares I could use if I want to, but I'll probably save them unless I take a lot of damage. I haven't used a lot of my like 4 AAMs, which is my specialty missile that allows me to fire at 4 targets simultaneously. Got the gas tank. Oh wow, both of the fuel tanks ended up being destroyed even though it was just 1 missile. I mean, that makes sense. You're gonna have a massive explosion. Okay, wait for the radar vehicle. Now it's really just about taking out air targets. So we've got a few MiG-21s in the area. This guy looks like he's just going straight on. Easy kill right there. Okay, we'll get this MiG-21 that's coming my way. Head on, head on. It worked so well last time. It looks like he pulled away at the very last second. Dang. The way this guy's maneuvering, it's hard to get to him. But I am trying to use the afterburner and just kind of increase my speed to make some of these turns a little bit sharper, depending on what part of the turn that I am in. But I think it's just giving me a larger speed over this guy. So when we do end up aligning, I'm just moving a lot faster than him. Anyway, he's down. That's what matters. One more MiG. I'm probably not going to hit him since I'm way above him. I'm firing straight down and he's going perpendicular. Yeah, not surprised. Not the best choice on my part when it comes to when I'm going to fire. Got 28 regular missiles. After I destroy this guy, I will be at 24. Or 26. There we go. Now it's just one shot on that radar vehicle, so I'll be at 25. And since this is the last target, we'll see what the next objective is.
That was the last radar vehicle.
Perfect.
Oh, to see the Erusian's faces now. Continue with the
Okay, let's see what else we got. Just trying to scan around, see if anybody pops up on the radar. I probably could pop up the radar, but... Oh, we got C-17s down here. Alright. There we go. What kind of explosion was that?
3 targets remaining.
That wasn't the best strafing run right there either. I probably could have destroyed him if I would have been able to keep right on him. It's alright, we'll come around again. Other C-17 is taking off. Okay, he's destroyed. We'll take out the control tower as soon as my next missile loads in. There we go. Okay, C-17 shouldn't be a problem. Coming around. Oh. Aha, drones. These are the same type that we saw in the cutscene of Mission 1. So we'll see how these guys do in battle. I remember them saying something like they could pull 30 Gs or something like that. Which obviously I'm not going to be able to do. Oh, yep. The way these guys are just kind of moving around, speed, agility they have, F-16 doesn't match it at all. Okay, big problem right here though. I've got 16 regular missiles. I've got 14 of my AAMs, so that's what I'm going to end up going with here. Just trying to use those. Oh, this guy's coming right on. Fire. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to work. Gosh, I genuinely hope that I'll be able to get a kill with these. Hey, there's one. 4 more left. Okay, as long as I play this smart, I should be able to take down these guys with the 10 missiles that I've got right here for my specialty. And anybody that I don't, then I can kind of move in a little bit closer and take them out with the regular missiles. I would have to see, though, how much damage these guys are taking. I wouldn't be surprised that because they are so fast and maneuverable, that the total amount of hit points they have is significantly less than what I've gone up against so far. Gosh, these guys are so good. It seems like they balance between moving really fast and like just basically on the edge of stalling. Like they just stop on a dime. Okay, he's not going on a course I think is beneficial for me. Maybe now. I'll evade that one. It's going to go vertical. Let's try this one again. There we go. 3 left. 3 left, and we've got this mission potentially finished. Okay, he's moving pretty fast, but I got a good weapon. I'm going to buy dinner for anybody who takes down an enemy. Okay, so if I take them all down, which seems to be the case so far, I think I deserve a little bit more than a dinner. Okay, 2 left. Last missile. Come on, level out. God dang it. Okay, we'll do this one with the normal set of missiles. I'm going to just fire one, and if I get a hit, then I'll kind of know what I'm looking at for damage. I don't want to double up on missiles unless it's absolutely needed to drop one of these guys. Gosh, these guys are moving. Okay, but here he is moving slow. Nice. All they need is one. Got 15 chances left. Then I've got guns, too. Oh, man, look at how he turns. Okay, stabilize. Still can move faster than me, but he's moving left. Gosh, this is so hard to get a good, steady look at him. Try to move left. He's moving straight. Get that missile off. And that's going to be it. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. We got more Ace Combat 7 to come later on, so make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you enjoyed what you saw. If you want to join our Discord to be in on the conversations that we have as a community, please do. And also, if you can donate to help support this channel, your financial contribution really does go a long way to develop some of the stuff that we have here. So, again, if you can help, please do. But thanks again for watching. I appreciate it. War is hell. You don't have to worry, because Warfighters, I've got your six.
Take care.